it was really a exciting scene to do. A strong, I mean, a real actor's delight to do that scene, and we did it for a couple of days. We just kept doing it, you know. We'd look at each other and go, "You want to do it again?" Yeah, let's do it again. And so
there were things to discover, and yeah.
Bill's a great actor. He's a really, really fine actor, and in many different movies. And we knew that he was capable of, you know, pulling off the dramatic aspect of it. But we also welcome that kind of lightness that he always brings to everything, even when it is more serious.
What?
I keep thinking of you. How among all the other questions certain to have come to you was...
What's gonna happen to the dog?
Hi, Jay St. G with JoBlo.com. Nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you.
Go blow.
Yep. A movie site, not a porn site. Just so we're clear.
That's all right. You delivered it well, but you've probably gotten to do it more than once.
All right, so from Ms. Watts, huge fan of King Kong, but what was it like working with the other majestic beast that was Bing?
Fantastic. Really connected with him very easily. I'm a dog lover already. And I just found him to be magical because of all these attributes of, you know, not just his size, but the way he looks and his soulful eyes. Yeah. And he's a gentle giant.
Yes.
Yeah.
I absolutely know the struggles of having a giant dog in a small apartment. I've been there myself.
Oh, really?
And,
what kind of dog?
Saint Bernard.
Uh-huh. That is a big one.
Yes. Mr. Murray, I'm so used to seeing you in all these comedies and stuff, so what was it, you know, playing a tragic role, a dramatic role? How was that adjustment for you?
Well, it's still the same pain of having to wake up early in the morning and go to work. You know? So the suffering is almost identical. It's just that you have different kind of fun at work. In this one, you get fun by kind of making people feel something that they're either trying to feel or not trying to feel. So you're you're going to have your cake and eat it. And I guess, so I'm enjoying that. Yeah.
Excellent. I guess for my final question, without going into spoilers here, but that final scene with the two of you together, that confrontation, that was really, really something. So the both of you, it was
it was
powerful.
The heart of
what
the
was
movie.
It like doing that scene?
It was good.
Yeah. Well, that's Naomi's performance is the best I've seen an actress do in a very, very long time. It's a really huge performance, and she deserves to be picked up on people's shoulders and carried around the street. It's really, really, really good, and it was really a exciting scene to do. A strong, I mean, a real actor's delight to do that scene, and we did it for a couple of days. We just kept doing it, you know. We'd look at each other and go, "You want to do it again?" Yeah, let's do it again. And so
there were things to discover, and yeah,
it was big. It was
beautifully. But
it was juicy. It was a lot there, and so you could sort of press each other's buttons and get more and more out of it, and there's a lot there to be done.
So my final question: you mentioned you were a dog owner, Mr. Murray. Do you own dogs?
Well, I have dogs. I have dogs. Some of them are over there and some of them are over there, but I'm responsible for a bunch of dogs. But currently in my house, my latest personal dog, he passed away, and I have yet to replace him because I don't know what to do. There was no one like Timmy. You know, Timmy was something else. So I suppose it's going to happen where a certain dog's going to, you know, look me in the eye and go, well,
up on you
know, something. So I've got to get my life a little more organized. I think Tim didn't think I kept the place up quite well enough. You know, I think that was part of the reason he decided to leave, was this house just isn't as organized as it should be.
Well, I absolutely loved the movie. Thank you so much for your time today, and I definitely want to watch it again and again. It was great.
It's good.
It was very relatable for me.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck with your next
Yes,
dog.
thanks so much.
Thank you.
He's there at the top of the hill, between the two bridges, silhouetted against the limpid sky.
You're making this
You
up.
could have a point. But the fact is the dog magically appears.
The dog. Bing was so wonderful as, Apollo, and I was just curious, how did the casting process go bringing Bing in to play, Apollo?
Well, we started working with a trainer, Bill Berloni, and with Bill and our producing partner, Mike Spreeder, we did a kind of nationwide search. We reached out to kennel clubs and dog groups of all kinds, and we probably, 200 or 300 people sort of sent photographs and video of their dogs, and we went to see maybe 30 around the country before we found Bing in Des Moines, Iowa.
And then we
stopped looking.
That was it. We met our guy.
Now, obviously, this film's based on a novel. Was there anything different from the novel than the movie, or were you able to convey most of the novel to the film?
The novel's really different from the movie, I would say. We got to know the writer quite well before starting to write and in the process of writing, and she was very philosophical about, look, film is a completely different medium. You guys do what you do, and I'm not going to get involved or worry about it. But what her novel gave us was the kind of spine of the story and a voice. I think there's a kind of feeling, but. Her novel is very discursive and interior. A lot of what the character's thinking is on the page, and
takes a lot of digressions into aspects of the literary world and whatnot.
And then we fleshed out some characters. In the novel, no one has names, so we had to give everybody a name. But new relationships, new characters, and just kind of figuring out the events that kind of will carry us through telling the story of the spine.
Central spine was really the thing that pulled us through.
Yes. And my final question, Bill Murray's such a, comedic legend, and this is such a dramatic role. So was Mr. Murray always top choice to play the role of Walter?
He was the top choice, and he and Naomi had worked together in a movie called St. Vincent, beautifully. And Bill's a great actor. He's a really, really fine actor, and in many different movies. And we knew that he was capable of, pulling off the dramatic aspect of it. But we also welcome that kind of lightness that he always brings to everything, even when it is more serious.
His character, he's in the movie at the beginning, and then he's absent through a lot of the movie. But we needed an actor whose presence you would feel even when he's not in the scene. You understand why his absence is still a chief preoccupation of everybody you're looking at. So
Bill has that kind of gravitas.
Yeah.
Well, it was absolutely a wonderful film, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you very much for stopping.
Nice to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.